I can't believe that indoor plants have become such a huge hit. Now, this returning trend, because they were massive in the 70s and 80s, is not surprising. Indoor plants take all the impurities and filter the air that we breathe, putting oxygen back into it, which is so good for us. But like all trends, after people have had them in for a while, a few problems arise. And probably the biggest one is people who say they don't know which varieties to have. Well, I've got some indestructibles for you that you just can't beat. Here's two options. This one is known as the mother-in-law's tongue. Its genus is Zanzibar, and it grows wild in Africa in full sun. So in a climate like Perth, it's going to grow well outdoors. But indoors, it's just so tough. Now, poor light, irregular watering, and not a lot of love, and it's going to thrive for you. And the hottest trend, well, maybe one of the trendiest plants of all has to be this one, the Fiddly Fig. This particular form remains compact, which makes it ideal for a small pot in an office environment. And here's the thing, NASA completed tests on plants to take into space with them. These plants were taken on board the shuttles to ascertain whether they could survive, and the fact that they converted the most CO2 into oxygen, that they cleaned the air in the shuttle and boosted oxygen levels made them really important. This particular plant was in the top 5. You may have seen this plant before. It is absolutely indestructible. This is called the ZZ plant or Zanzibar Gem. It's really incredibly tough in poor light situations, and it handles dry conditions exceptionally well. So if you forget to water, this is one that's not going to make you pay for it. Seriously, this is an attractive beast, and with just 1 cup of water a week, it'll actually grow in the darkest spots in your living areas. It's probably the toughest 5-star indoor plant there is. And then there's this pretty little fella. It's great for desktops or in the kitchen. It's hopeless in the dark, and it's going to rot and die if you overwater it. Interestingly enough, this one is actually easy to grow, easy to propagate yourself, and you can do it with either leaves like this that you've just broken off. You just pop them in a little glass of water, and you just need the water to sit just around the base of the stem, just like that. Or you can take a little shoot like that, so you've actually got a growing tip here. Now, in all instances, within just a few weeks, they'll drop roots out the bottom here, and you just plant them into potting mix, and they'll take off. It's that easy.